share. You know what it is? You know that's a bad really no shit.
I wonder if these poor little kids even have a chance, honestly. So recently, the Babylon Bee, which has a newsletter that they refer to as Not the Bee, where they share real news stories, posted a video from Libs of TikTok, which showed a couple of black toddlers, little black kids with fake guns, acting like they're smoking weed, cussing. To me, that signifies a much larger issue in our moral conscience in this current day and age, not just with black folks, but just in general. A low level of morality, no ultimate standards, allowing our kids to do God knows what. And then when things go bad, when we have kids robbing and shooting and killing each other and robbing and shooting up stores and schools and acting a fool, then we wonder what's happening. Why is this happening? This is one of many issues where we're failing to examine ourselves closely. The Bible says that we're to train up a kid in the way that he should go, so that when he is old, he will not depart from it. You are in a much better situation positionally and biblically if you train a child up in the way that he should go. Train him with a proper moral standard.
The motherfucking hoes. Nigga, we act them those. Hold on, bro. I like bows. I act like those. I act like those. Nigga, that we brown name. You know what it is? You know what it is? That's a bad really no shit. No shit. Let him hit. Let him hit it. This quick no shit. We outside with some shit. We outside with some bull guys. We outside. Bro, don't jump my weed. Oh shit.
Now I'm sure there's someone out there who thinks that's cute or thinks that's funny, but I see nothing funny about that at all. I just wonder what's going on in that home. They all look similar, but it's clear that somebody out there isn't training them properly. That those kids, if they continue down this path, and who knows how far it'll go. Now, it could be that they're just listening to some rap music and that they end up going down a better path as they get older. Let's hope and pray for that. Considering the path, as I mentioned earlier, that we're going down as a nation, the rise in violent crime, the rise in drug use. And I hear so many people, I know some of y'all are going to disagree with me here, but all this talk about legalizing drugs, you're just giving people a license to go out there and hurt each other. Because what's going to result from that? And I know people love to argue and try to say this isn't the case, but you give mankind, who has a natural tendency to want to rebel and sin and feed their flesh, you give them an open license to do so. All you are doing is just increasing the likelihood that they will do so. And then they will do so even more irresponsibly, meaning there'll be more people driving under the influence, which will lead to more and more problems, which will lead to greater and greater death. And like in places like Colorado, which were some of the quicker ones to legalize marijuana. And if I'm not mistaken, there have been some studies that would lead that way and demonstrate that to be the case. There's a lot of data that demonstrates that there's a lot of violence, a lot of mental health issues associated with marijuana use. Again, due to the rampant push to legalize it, these studies were pretty much suppressed. So personally, I'm just not a big fan because I know how the human heart has a tendency to lead us astray, to lead us away from the things of God, to lead us away from righteousness. All we can do is hope and pray that this is just a moment in these kids' lives. But before you go, make sure you check out this video right here. I think you'll find it very informative.